Hi everyone, this is Joanna. Welcome to my channel. If you enjoy polymer clay jewelry, you are in the right place. My projects are simple and easy to make, and I hope that you will love them. And to all my subscribers, thank you so much for coming out week after week, week after week, and a week after week, and watching my videos and commenting and giving me so much wonderful feedback. You guys are the absolute best. And if you are not my subscriber yet, I hope you enjoy this video so much that you will click that button at the end of the video and become one of my subscribers. But having said that, well, let me show you what I have planned for you guys today. And I always say, oh my goodness, this is my favorite technique, but this one is really a really awesome technique, and it's a mica shift, but it's with the checkered. It's a checkered mica shift. So this is the pendant that I'm going to show you how to make today. I have made a similar one using, well, not a similar one, it's completely not similar to this one, but it's using the checkered mica shift technique. I probably made it 8 months ago and it was a very popular video, so I decided to revisit it again, but I'm using a different color of mica clay or metallic clay. But before you get started on that, I just want you to see how great mica shift looks on bronze. This is what I'm using, bronze, because there are some colors that some metallic clays that just do not how should I say, they just don't look as good as they should with the mica shift. Bronze and silver are fabulous, so it's always a safe bet to use those. And I already add resin on this one. It's still a little bit tacky, so I'm just trying not to touch it because I just added it in less than 24 hours ago, so I just want to leave it on the side. But the pendant that I'm going to make today, which is going to be exactly the same, I am not going to add resin to it, and I'm going to show you why. So let's get started. And in order to create that checkered look, we kind of have to have the width and the width of the square as much the same as possible. So that's how you get that little square effect. So I decided that I'm going to have to roll it out. I can't use the pasta machine to make it nice and even, but yet I want to make sure that the whole entire piece of clay is rolled out even. I'm not using the pasta machine because it's just, even the thickest setting is too thin for what I'm trying to do. So I grabbed popsicle sticks and I put 2 of them together and 2 here, so I have 2 sets of 2, and not each popsicle stick has the same thickness, so you guys kind of have to take it and say, okay, do I like the thickness of the 2 of this one or that one? Let me show you a different one here. For example, these 2, if I take these 2 of them are way thicker than these 2. Do you see that? But yet this is just a little bit thicker than one of those. So anyways, you kind of have to figure out what is it that you want to do. And I'm going to use the popsicle sticks right here on the side. All right, and I'll put my clay in the middle, paper right here, and I'm going to start rolling. And when I'm going to be rolling it out, I'm only going to be able to roll it out as thick or as high as the popsicle sticks are. So that will ensure that my clay, the front and the back and the middle and the sides, the whole deal is going to be the same thickness. So there you go. So now I know that this is going to be the same thickness. I'm going to use my circle cutter to create, okay, I just want to make sure that that's going to fit. All right, so now let's get started with that. So in order for you to see if the mica shift is going to look good, you can take a slice, and take another slice, and actually, first of all, look how thick it is, okay? Look at the thickness. Let me just pry it up right here, so I kind of have an idea of how thick it is, because now my little slices, I want to make them as close to that thickness as possible. So I'm just gonna try to slice them. I'm gonna stand up so I can see a little bit better, actually. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do my best, and I'm not saying that they're going to be perfect, but you're just gonna go ahead and slice them as thin to that, as close to that thickness right here. And okay, I don't want you to move on me here. Okay, so you're just gonna keep on going until you have the whole thing sliced. And my clay is slightly cold, so it's a little bit hard. I tried to condition it, but I don't think I conditioned it enough, but that's okay. On one hand it's too hard, but then I think it's for this technique, when it's just a little bit harder, it's really okay, because we're dealing with a lot of little pieces here. So okay, so we're almost there, and we're gonna start assembling our clay. I like how I'm chasing it. All right. Okay, so now the assembly time. So this one is just straight. Okay, that's the way it was before we cut it. This one, the second one, we're gonna take it and we're gonna flip it on the side. We then gonna take this one and leave it the way it was, just like that, and this one is gonna be flipped on the side. Do you see already the mica shift? Do you see, we're dealing with the same color clay, but do you see the lines? You should be starting to see the lines. And these are the lines that I was telling you guys, that some clays, just the metallic clays, just don't have those defined lines. And I think that for this technique, you really do want to have those defined lines. Okay, so I see that I'm curving here. I don't want to be curving. I'm going to be as straight as possible, but this is what we're going to be doing, going back and forth and placing the clay. Every other clay is going to be upright, and then the other one is going to be on the side. And that's why I was saying that it kind of does make it is a big deal how thick your clay is, because you really want to try to get as close. When you're slicing it, you want the slices to be as wide as they are thick. That's when it looks the best. Okay, we're almost there. Oops, no, you're gonna have to flip right there, my friend. Okay, and I think we're gonna be good with that. Oops, I don't want to do that. Just want to give it a nice little squish. I don't want to move it, but you kind of want to make sure that all those slices are sticking together. Okay, because also you don't want to put paper on it and start rolling it, because then you're going to be distorting it. So here we go, guys. Let's see if we can do it so that we're going to start slicing again. So now we're going to slice this way. Okay, you know what? this cutting blade is not working for me. Let me try my thin one. Maybe that one works a little bit better. This one was just getting stuck onto everything. So let's see if this is if I'm the one who is malfunctioning, or is it the blade, or is it the clay altogether? Okay, so now you see I have my whole line of the little squares. I'm going to put them in the checkered form, which means that if I have a dark one here, the light one is gonna go there, light and dark. And you're going to, let's put those here so that we can, and you're gonna just leave it be. Drop it off, just like that. See that? We're probably not gonna use the end piece anyways, so I'm not really worried, but I'm gonna go for the next one. And again, we're gonna line them up in a checkered fashion. See that? Gonna go again. And I'm gonna go up again. So is it time consuming? You know, it's not that it's a 2-minute thing. That's what I like about my videos, is that I do everything live. I don't speed anything up. The only thing is that sometimes I prep things so that you guys are not bored watching me prepping things. But besides that, whatever you see on the video, that's how long it really takes for me to make it. Okay, so you can see, you're seeing the pattern probably by now. You should be seeing the pattern. Kind of want to squish it a little bit so that they stick together. Now, I don't put any backing on my pendant because I'll show you, well, because I really like to see that checkered in the back, and for some reason I've been very lucky with the pendant really sticking nicely without the backing. But if you're having a hard time after you're done creating the checkerboard, you may want to grab a piece of bronze or black clay and oops, what happened here? And then create a backing to it. Alright, so we lost some over there. Let's see if we can finish the pendant without it. We may have to go for a smaller one than I anticipated, but that's all good. It's okay. And here I did not line it up just right. Boo-hoo to me. But I doubt that anyone will notice. But we are almost there. We are almost there, and you see that beautiful checkered coming. Oh, look at that. Look how pretty this is. And again, I don't want to do anything to it, meaning I don't want to squeeze it, but you could grab a piece of clay and put all that on top of another piece of thin clay. Okay, so you could do that. So right now I'm just going to cut out a circle, and let's hope that I'm going to fit a circle since I've lost some pieces, as you guys can see. Let me see if I can fix a piece here. Come on, go in there. Go in there, I said. Okay, let me see if I can do that. I think I just needed that particular little tiny piece. Okay, here we go. Here goes nothing. There you go. So, and then we're just gonna reuse that clay for another time. See, so it does stick together, and I'm very happy the way it looks because in the back, because it has that checkered look in the back as well. But you know, if it's too hard to do, don't worry about it. So now what I'm going to do is I'll just remove it very, very, very carefully. And there it is. I'm going to grab black clay. I rolled it out already. I rolled it into a roll. And again, I'm going to put it in between my two wonderful sticks. I love how we improvise when we have to, right? I'm going to roll it out. Oops. You see what happens at the end? We don't want that. Just move that here. Let's see how we have it. Okay, that's good. So let me cut a strip. I'm gonna cut a strip here. See how that's going to look. Actually, let's cut it from this side. This side is not as crooked. Oops. Okay, here we go. Gosh, I'm having a hard time just getting it right. Okay, well, maybe that will be better. Just doing it against this. And just cut a thin strip. And I did a crooked. But you know what? Let's see if it's going to work for us anyways. Let's see if it's gonna work. So we're gonna grab that strip, and your strip is gonna be way better than my strip, trust me. Oh, you know what? It's actually not bad. We are almost there. So let's just stretch it out just a tiny little bit. Okay, so we can work with this. I can add a little piece of clay in there. But this is going to be our frame. I'm gonna, alright, I'm going to go back and fix this. I think I was talking way too much and I got cut off by my camera. How rude. Anyways, I have fixed my little mishap here, and I want to make sure that my little checkerboard is kind of at an angle. It's not like that. I want it to hang that way right here. I also rolled out another piece of black clay to the same thickness, so I just put it here and I rolled it out. And now I'm going to take a little cutter. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't think that that's the right thing to do. Oh, actually, you know, let me check. Let me see if I can do that. I have never done that, actually. Usually I do the small one, then I go for the big one, but maybe this is actually not a bad thing. So, I already did the bigger hole, and now I'm making a smaller one. So I'm going to create this little kind of gasket. Look how cute it is. It totally looks like a gasket. Which, now that I think about it, maybe you could use that, but you can't bake it. So anyways, so and now we are going to cut a hole, and you kind of try to make sure that you're somewhat in the middle. And this is like so stressful for me because I'm always off. There you go. And now I'll just throw that in there, or I will attempt to throw that in there. There. Okay. And now we can start playing with it a little bit more. Alright, so now you can take your stylus out, and I'm going to use different sizes of stylus just to add some like hammered metal kind of look to the inside right here. And make sure that there's my little one. There's my little stylus. Now someone was asking me about this tool right here. It's made by Arteza, and all these little tools that I'm using today do come with it. But it's in this part of the same set. A great little set. I think it was the 22 piece that I got. Or maybe I got the 40 something piece, but I believe that tool is a part of the 22 and 40 something piece. So here you have it. I am not going to do anything to the border, but I could totally see that you could take and make that look like hammered metal. That would look good, I think. But I'm just gonna leave it be. And you can see how beautiful it looks. You can see the checkered right there, and you know the back is also checkered, so I really like that. And now I told you that I'm not going to put resin on this one, and this is the reason for that is because, well, first of all, I'm gonna have to go and finish my thing right there a little bit better. But I just want you guys to see how different those two pieces look. Now, so this is what you give up. When you put resin, you give up the texture. Look how neat that texture is. You totally see every single one of those little squares on checkers just popping out. So people know that each one of them was put there. It's not like it's not a painted thing, it's not stenciled, no. But you definitely, when you get the texture, you are going to give up that beautiful, gorgeous shimmer that you get with resin and the mica powder. So you guys will have to decide which way you're gonna go, or you're gonna be like me and you're gonna make both. I'm going to bake that one and probably use a matte finish on that and see how that goes, if I like the matte finish, and if not, then I may just go use a gloss finish but not resin, because I want that texture on this one here. I hope you guys can see it. It really came out great. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. This pendant is so nice, it's so beautiful, and I really do feel that people would not think that someone can go to Michael's, pick up one brick of clay for a couple bucks and create something this beautiful. So give it a shot, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I sure had a blast, and obviously I talked too much because my camera cut me off, which means, okay, you talk too much. Anyways, I hope you guys like it, and make it as a gift for someone if you don't like it yourselves. And give me some feedback. Let me know what kind of clay you guys were using. I'm very curious, because to me silver and the bronze are probably the strongest with the mica powder, but I think that if you use different manufacturers, it probably varies as well. So having said that, for all the new people, did you guys like it? If you liked it, subscribe. And to all of you guys, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and till my next video. Ta-ta, my friends!